รายการต่อไปนี้เป็นรายการทั่วไปสามารถรับชมได้ทุกวัย
สวัสดีค่ะในช่วง5ปีที่ผ่านมาธุรกิจสายการบินต้นทุนต่ำมีการเติบโตอย่างรวดเร็วเป็นที่น่าจับตามองอย่างมากในอุตสาหกรรมการบินรายการมองเรามองโลกได้มีโอกาสพูดคุยกับคุณอัสรานออสมานรานี CEO คนสำคัญของสายการบิน AirAsia X ซึ่งเป็นสายการบินต้นทุนต่ำที่ให้บริการเส้นทางระยะกลางและระยะไกลในเครือ AirAsia ตอนนี้จากเมืองไทยมีเที่ยวบินไปยังญี่ปุ่นและเกาหลีใต้ด้วยค่ะไปฟังมุมมองของคุณอัสรานกันนะคะซึ่งเขาเป็นคนที่มีวิสัยทัศน์ที่ไม่ธรรมดาและมีอะไรให้เรียนรู้มากมายค่ะอัสรานออสมานรานีเริ่มต้นการเป็น CEO ของ AirAsia X ในปี 2550 เขาเป็นผู้นำทีมบุกเบิกและก้าวข้ามรูปแบบเดิมๆของสายการบินต้นทุนต่ำที่มักบินแค่ระยะใกล้ๆด้วยการบินในเส้นทางที่ใช้ระยะเวลาในการบินมากกว่า 4 ชั่วโมงโดยที่มีอัตราค่าบริการถูกกว่าสายการบินแบบบริการเต็มรูปแบบถึง 30-50% จากที่ให้บริการครั้งแรกในปี 2550 โดยบินไปยังโกลด์โคสต์ออสเตรเลีย AirAsia X เติบโตทั้งในแง่ผลกำไรและจำนวนเส้นทางการบินที่เพิ่มมากขึ้นปัจจุบันมีจุดหมายปลายทางถึง 19 แห่งเช่นหลายเมืองในเกาหลีใต้ญี่ปุ่นจีนเนปาลออสเตรเลียและตะวันออกกลาง
What are the biggest challenges for the airline industry today?
The challenges never stop. You have a variety of things. First is actually the challenge of capturing the huge and diverse opportunity that exists here, principally in ASEAN and more broadly the Asia-Pacific region. Because while everybody talks about ASEAN being 600 million people or the Asia-Pacific region being, half of the world's population, the reality is we're geographically diverse, we're culturally diverse, linguistically different, and so as a brand to capture these big opportunities, you've got to be flexible and adaptable to work in different markets. And I think that's probably the number one challenge.
So how does being a low-cost, long-haul airline like AirAsia X handle or comprehend all of these complexities?
Well, what I've learned is it's not about trying to figure everything out and do. It's just go ahead and doing it and tweaking and adapting and changing the model as we go along. In fact, AirAsia X by nature was something that was an offshoot from AirAsia, where everybody said it was impossible to go long haul. We did it, and then we've done so many things that other LCCs were not doing, from having business class seat, connecting passengers, and this has even led to changes like the way airports for LCCs should be designed. And so same thing with dealing with different regulatory challenges. When we started, we couldn't get access to places like Beijing and Shanghai or big cities like Sydney, but we persisted and we demonstrated to governments that when we do fly, we're not cannibalizing the existing traffic volume of the legacy airlines, but actually creating new markets, people who weren't traveling before. And this leads to huge benefits to the economy in terms of tourist arrivals doubling in size from everywhere that we've flown. This cascades down to the rest of the economy. And so with big benefits for the economy and obviously more choices for consumers.
There are many long-haul, low-cost airlines today, but what is it that AirAsia X have that is specific advantages?
First, it only works when you've got a broad range of destinations. So for example, if we were to attract passengers from Japan or Korea to come here to Bangkok, it's not just about using Bangkok as the final destination, but the fact that Thai AirAsia has a deep short-haul feeder network. That means you've got choices to go onwards to Chiang Mai, to Phuket, to Myanmar, to Malaysia, etc., to Cambodia. Gives you more reasons to fly, as well as people from the broader ASEAN region using our hubs in Bangkok or Kuala Lumpur to fly to this other city. So having a bigger network versus the other carriers makes a difference. Secondly, having a multi-hub model. So for example, having bases in Thailand, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Philippines means, when we fly to Tokyo, for example, we can fly from multiple points. So to the consumer in Tokyo, right? Our brand is not just about a one-way flight to one place, right? But multiple choices. So if you look at some of the bigger airlines like Singapore Airlines and Cathay Pacific, while they may be big, airlines historically are very national centric. They're only based in one place, right? So to a customer in Tokyo, right, Cathay Pacific is just a flight to Hong Kong. SIA is just a flight to Singapore. But with the AirAsia brand, what we're rolling out is you've got direct flights to Thailand, direct flights to Malaysia, to Philippines, to Indonesia, to Bali, and then connecting onwards to Australia. So you have a lot more choices and so more relevance to the consumers in each of the different cities that we fly to. And I think that's probably what makes a difference. And finally, I think just the idea of constantly being innovative, introducing new things that no other airline in the world have introduced, right? For example, people thought we were a bit crazy to have full flat business class seats, even though we're a low cost carrier, and the world's lowest unit cost carrier at that. To have a whole section of our economy seats called Quiet Zone, you know, no children under 12, that provides a level of differentiation, interesting ideas like empty seat options for a chance to get, you know, 3 economy seats in a row to yourself, to pioneering connecting traffic, right? So for example, if you're going from Tokyo to Bangkok, but Bangkok to Phuket, you don't need to stop in Bangkok and then check in again for your next flight, but your bags are transferred to your final destination. So these were things that other LCCs were not doing, but things that we've pioneered and introduced. So that requires sort of a very experimentative ability.